It's a beautiful bacon day, Cookie Crusaders. Today I'm going to be showing you the new critical comp that I put together. This was after a lot of thinking of team balancing, different skills being put out together, how their damage is being outputted. A lot of thoughts went into this together to make this team. It's not perfect, of course, but in fairness, I don't think any team is just yet. There are, of course, teams that stand higher above others when it comes to player versus player, but sometimes that just does come down to lab upgrades, treasures, and different toppings that you've acquired. If we were all at the same level of those, I'm sure that the tier lists and team comps would be a lot different in their builds. So, we're not going to judge it by that, but rather, I'm going to discuss what it is this team is doing. So, Mint Cookie, as you probably already know, is used for speed comps. Mint is able to give the 40% attack speed for 7 seconds and does a really good amount of healing based on his attack. Madeline Cookie has the immunity for 10 seconds, which is really important if you can get that to go off, because you can bypass things like freeze, bypass other things like stuns and lockdowns. All that's very helpful from the immunity. And then the single hit damage is really important because when his attack moves to the ranged attack, it's hitting multiple cookies for that damage. So the damage output is actually really impressive for Madeline. Claire, I'm sure most of you know by now, gets the weakness, the HP shields, and the high damage. Mala's pretty interesting because this is a key part of the team, is that Mala gives the 25% critical damage over 8 seconds to the team. And, sorry, not to the team. The skill increases the criticals with the 2 allies with the highest critical stat, which I'll show you who those are in a moment. And then, of course, the lava burst damage and the burn damage. And then, last but not least, Dark Cacao being the one that is providing so many good debuffs, so many good helps, and eliminating shields from opponents if they by chance have them. Now, when I said the 2 people with the highest critical chance, that is going to be Dark Cacao at 49% and Madeline at 46%. I did try testing a Claire and Mala with critical. They can't benefit from it as much, and if you do that, then you have the potential to take away from Madeline and Dark Cacao getting the critical buffs. Honestly, they need it the most because they'll deal the most damage. So, that is why I'm running it in that sense. And so here we go. We're going to test it against a few of my friend teams just to show you what it looks like. Now, obviously, I'll have an advantage because I have 2 epic treasures and I have a 4-level difference of the scroll treasure. But just to show you what it does, how it performs, how it plays out. And so the attack speed is going to Mala and Madeline because of the way the treasures are set up. If I can get a higher attack speed on Dark Cacao, then it would go to him instead. Mala still needs more damage resistance if I can upgrade the treasure toppings just a little bit better to be able to fully give that chance to live. One time I was running it with Monocle, another time with the Horn, another time with a Feather. There's a few different combinations that work out well. But as you can see, Dark Cacao and Madeline just pumping out the damage, absolutely pushing that bar. And Mint not doing too shabby on healing either. So, that was against that team. We'll go ahead and fight like at least 4 other teams. We'll keep it fair. We'll go ahead and fight someone with higher level treasures. So level 12 scroll and a level 11 feather. And we're also going to be fighting against the strawberry crate meta. And I do think we're going to change. I think we're actually going to move to the... Yeah, we're going to keep on the feather, because the feather will give us that fighting chance to revive a cookie, since they will also be reviving a cookie. And as you can see, we just start to push the team further down even faster and faster and faster as it goes. And the double tanks are doing a really good job on their side. But our team is still pushing that bar. And then Madeline just lights up every single time. And we take it. And we do lose Dark Cacao in that process, but you can see another beautiful run of damage. as before. So let's go find a different team. This one is a Cacao team. Let's see if we can find someone with something completely different. That is one part about how the meta works, though, is that you'll kind of just see a lot of the teams being the same. Alright, so this one, I'm going to go ahead and lower my treasure levels because it will only be fair since they are running so low of treasure levels, but we'll still give it a shot and see what happens. Their team setup could be good enough to take it. And the difference was too great for it to be too much of a challenge in that instance. And Dark Cacao was the burst damage in that situation. Got the full-on hit early on. And that's why his damage was so good. Because of those percentage hits that he first does. So let's go ahead and find another opponent. Let's see. Let's take on this. That team's another meta team. I would like to find a different team so that you guys can see different lineups, which we may have to just run to the arena for. And if we do, that's okay. Yeah, a lot of meta teams here. Maybe. That's a little bit different. We'll give it a shot. We'll see what Pumpkin Pie throws a monkey wrench or not into the equation. The 3-level difference on scrolls should make an overall difference between the battle. It's pretty close, though, on the health bar. But we do end up taking it in the end. Let's see our damage output, too. So Madeline's still taking it. Dark Cacao got that first burst damage. And if the skill had gone back down to where he could do it again, he would have once again had a huge burst damage as well. So here, we'll take it into the arena and see if we can find a fully different team to fight. Good, we have a T-Knight team. Let's go ahead and do that. Let's see how we stand against the T-Knight. On their player level 2000, they got Sorbet and Pumpkin Pie. So if we take this, we get a big win. And that damage is getting pushed out. It's going to be close, though. They're going to get a big hit in a moment. Once we lose Cacao and Madeline, that's when the fight is hard on our side because we don't have enough pressure power to fight back. So we were not able to take that one. But we still did great damage with Madeline and Dark Cacao. That's okay, though. Let's clearly take this one, which I'm guessing is just going to be 3 Ancients. Nope. 2 Ancients and a Legendary. And if we lose this, I'd be very sad. Because I shouldn't lose to 3 cookies. But you never know, right? Maybe they bait it because it's such a powerful bait team. We did end up taking it. Alright, one more. We'll go find one of our teams in the revenge battles, as there should be some different variations of teams to fight there. So, we can try. Let's go against... I've already beaten all the Ginger Scams. That would have been my favorite to fight. Everyone's relatively the same team, so I can't give you much variety. But the thing I love about the team, what's fun about them, is that you have the healing and the speed from Mint. You have the speed from the robes. Madeline and Cacao, they both just push out a lot of great damage. Claire with the weakness bonuses, also helpful as well. What I want to do is get their toppings upgraded to a point where that both Cacao and Madeline are taking the critical bonus. They're taking the attack speed bonus and any other bonuses that I can apply. And we'll see when Caramel Arrow comes out if one of these positions are changed and maybe someone's subbed out, and see if there's a little bit of a difference there from the attack point and the attack speed point of view. But this is a fun team that it's not perfect, it's not great, it's definitely not meta shaking, but it's one that could be a really fun bait team, especially because it will catch some people off guard, since they've probably not fought something like this just yet. Thanks so much for stopping by. Let me know anything you have of thoughts in the comments, and see you in the next video.